Okay guys, here we are. This is our game against Knox on Friday night. So we're just going to go through this on a video called Camtasia. So I'm going to stop and pause and just with the arrow point out a few things where we can improve on. We'll be going through gaps by gap. So just make sure you follow the video and watch. Let's get started. Drive, Mike. Now let's see, we got to be quicker, boys. This guy, match up. We're not quite on our guys quick enough. So after basket, we've got to be quicker than that. No communication there. They've got a ball carrier coming up the floor. No one on there. So Jackie, you're sort of in no man's land. Elliot, you're in no man's land. We don't have anyone going to this guy. If we're going to run this run and trap, boys, we've got to be quicker on it. There's a lob. Michael, you should be coming to the excuse me. You should be rotating hard to the ball now, and Asher should be rotating behind you. If you come hard to that ball, Jack can come. We can run a trap. Right now, this kid's got a wide open lane because no one's coming at him. He should have gone. Will, there, that's a trapping error. Again, you're just looking at your player. There, I want you to leave and double team with Jack. You've got Elliot here, you can rotate. You've got Asher, you can rotate. Michael, you're a safety. But there, that's not an off-the-ball stance. It's not in a stance where you're denying this guy. That should be a half front. He shouldn't be just cutting through the key, getting ready to get open. Jackie, you should be split. Michael, if that's not a stance. We need a stance. Asher, that's not a stance. You know, should again be in a half front baseline side. Will, I need a bit more pressure up on the ball. So we've got right now one guy not pressuring the ball, one guy not in the half front, one guy not in the stance, and one guy not in the split line. That's why they got 50 points, boys. Sally, you're chasing here a bit. All right, once he gets to weak side, I need you to stop split line. Let's see if you do it. Michael again, still no stance. If you stop split line, you're not going into those screens, Elliot. You're coming up over them. Now, Dan, Michael, you know, you need to move your feet. That's just a reaching. That's not great there. Let's see how the kid got down in that lane. That's our house. We've got to keep it safe. So, Ash, you got to take responsibility. All right, on that one, this guy's coming off the screen. You can rotate up. If there's a switch there, we've got to switch and switch hard. So, you got to leave your player there, Ash. Step into that lane. Give Will some help and recover, but there was no help there at all. So we got no one helping off the screen, no one split line, and we got a hand waving in. Basics. So lucky to get away with that. Let's see if everyone gets in a denial stance here, ready to call screen. In line. Alright, so Elliot, we're walking. We've got to be quicker. Again, no stance, no real stance. Ash is in sort of half a stance. We've got to get there a bit quicker. If we have a look, let's see who's in a stance. If you're straight-legged, guys, you're not in a stance. Elliot, you're straight-legged. Ashley, you're straight-legged. Will, you're straight-legged. Michael, you're straight-legged. Jack, straight-legged. There's no hands in lanes, nothing. So, we've got to be better than that. Let's have a look weak side again. Will, that's straight-legged. Alright, if that foot there, your right foot needs to be higher. You need to be pointing pistols. You're right now ball watching. This guy was smart. He'd be coming back door right now. But he's ball watching too. Let's go now. Okay, so shots going up. Who's boxing out? Who boxes out here? We got a board. Now one of the big issues here, Asher Michael's already middle lane. If you're about to run in that middle lane, I need you to get out wide here. Alright, I know you're probably thinking run forward, but right now if you go in the middle, you're going to get in front. Got to get in front. Alright, so Michael, this is a good fast break. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys against 2. Are we looking for best options? Right now, this is where you need to change your pace. You can draw this guy, and if Ashley gets there to the basket, he'd be wide open. So we're barging a bit. Work. But we want to make the most of those numbers. We've got to keep guys running. So if we find our matchups, It's a bit better than last time, but we've picked them up now. That's good. We've got to turn this ball here. Good double. Good. Right, this is where we're set. Good. On that 1-4 high play. Let's see what happens. Okay, Elliot, you've gone before Will was even set. Will's not in that elbow. You got to wait for him, mate. All right, you got to get everyone in their positions. Jack's not even in his position weak side. We do this a lot. We call a set and we don't get the set up. All right, so that's a good screen, good cut. All right, I think we hesitate. We don't have a shot. That's good. Michael, this is one of your problems you've passed. Look at this space. You run a fade cut there, you get an open shot. All right. So he's going to have trouble getting the Jack who's the most open because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Michael, all you do is at the fade cut this corner, the ball's gone inside, that's where you get a shot. Instead, we're standing and there's one player there, one player there. He can't get you the ball. All right, well, you can pop out too just to open up that lane. But at the moment, we pass and stand. That's the idea, Michael. We're getting to where we want to go. Good. Good job, Ella. Way to keep strong. Now, just wondering here, how many of you guys, other than said who's coming off, gave a number? Will, did you give your number? Jack, do we give a number? Do we tell who we're going? How we communicate? My bet is the lips haven't moved, so we haven't communicated. So it looks like we're in rugby. So Michael, we've changed now, so people are going up. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Alright, so that's where we've got to recognise when subs, people change. So Elliot, you're about to go again and Michael's not even setting your screen. Sometimes just slow down. Right now we're totally out of whack. That's a good cut, but are we looking at the ball? Good job. Doing double, and so we get this play right. So make sure you got to get it back on this kid's shoulder. They're not in a stance either. That's a good. Well, there is actually no screen. We got to get that first screen. That makes this guy fight over it. Second screen. That's good. We should get a shot out of this. Nice. That's better. Now we're finding our players. Jack Gilman, you're running to a guy covering. If you're going to change that much up, you've got to be screaming at Michael. Michael, interesting, you're guarding a little man. Right, you've got to get those matchups right. There's not much point in Jack being guarding this guy. Hopefully by now Jack Gilman was screaming. No. Okay, you're not screaming at all. We're lost. Okay, so right now they've got 2 players back here against Mason. We're not matched up. Now, again, Jack Gilman, ball's in. Alright, so we got to leave and stop the ball. We got to turn him. Michael, you got to have faith here that Michael's going to sprint back and rotate. So if you come across here, now Felix can come and double. No one's coming at the ball. So right now, 1, 2, 3. So they've gone from the back court to the front court. Alright, and we got to meet the ball here early. That we've just given them a fast break because we didn't rotate up to the ball. May as well replay that again. You guard this guy hard. You've got to challenge this guy. So that's a good stance there. Alright, what are we doing, boys? They're up on a press breaker with Jack Gilman. You're going to be the press break and get me the ball handling. Otherwise, you're back here. Felix, you've got to get to the elbow and cross. They're running a 1, 2, 2 press with 2 guys back. What we're doing there, I don't know. That's not what we want at all. So there's no corners. We gave away about 30 points on this in the weekend. We're supposed to be, whether it's a V cut or it's a cross, we know they're going. People have got to be more disciplined. And right now, there's no offense right now. We're out of whack straight away. So there's their 2 players going to trap. They've got 2 guys back here. They're running a good 1-2-2, and we're dribbling straight into that trap. Jack, don't know what you're doing there. If you pass in, you should be cutting middle. Look at this space. Someone should be flare cutting. Elliot, to correct this, you could be flare cutting there instead of watching. We get someone in that space. Michael has a pass. We can attack it. We've got to get behind that first line. Good job, Michael. How do we do it? All right, Felix, that's a shot. Do we shoot it? Yes, good boy. Bella. Good rebound, Nick. Jack, do something about these shots. It's a reasonable start, boys. It's a reasonable start. Against better teams, we might have had a few issues. All right? All right, let's go to the next tape. So in double, obviously, again. Got to start setting these screens, guys. You've got to hit that player. Otherwise, they're not going to get sucked in. Ash, that's good position. Let's see whether that helps. Right, so I've just yelled motion. Let's see how many times. It should be 4-1. I can't remember whether I had Ash or Michael in. So we've caught the ball. Are we looking at this cut? That's our passer. Do we look at that cut? Do we jab at that cut? And the answer would be probably no. Asher, surely we could be back screening there on Will, getting him open. We've got some action, but you've got a passer there. Set a screen on him. Instead, I don't know what you're doing. You're in, you're out. We did nothing. Michael, that should have gone to Will. He's run a good V-cut. If you look at your passer, that's too late. This is one issue we've got to get better at. Guy gets open. A good V-cut. Should be going. Should have got it. Why? I don't know why. What's that again? So it's a good V-cut. Will's getting down low again. Ash, you should be screening that. So Will right now, that pass should be getting made now. Michael, you're not even looking at him. Alright, these guys are covered. You look at your passer. You look at your post player. Alright, you should have got that. So everyone's moves. This is where we get a pass. They're stationary. He's going to be stationary. If this guy's a good defender, he's hustling hard out to this lane. He's hustling that lane. That could be a steal because we've waited too long to pass. Now, if you're not going to look at him, he's not moving, get a down screen. It's starting to happen here. Jack's doing a good job. He's about to go screen Elliot. So we ignored that. We should be now looking this side. Instead, let's see. Will, we're looking inside. I can see that. You've also got action this side. Which one's going to be the better option? And right now, look at this. Look where Elliot is. Wide open. You've got to be able to see both. And if this guy comes across, Michael would be wide open on a roll. So, Asher, your feet. How do we do post play in IDP? Are your feet that way? Or are they different? No drop step, no jab step, no shot fake. And you've already picked up your dribble. You're in lots of trouble, Ash. Alright, because you're just panicking. Just got the ball and went. Alright, who's your cutter? Who passed you the ball? There's Will. He's doing the right thing. Michael's setting a screen about to roll, and we've already gone. Well, Elliot, okay. And this goes for all you shooters. When you catch the ball, bring the ball straight up. Go over this a bit. So right now, if you bring that ball up, Elliot, this guy's a good half a metre away. Steph Curry would have that ball right now at his forehead, and if that guy's not closing him out, that shot's coming out. All right? This is why you're breaking that 5-line drill. You're the only one who's done it. But that should be looking at a shot there. And we're not looking at a shot there. Michael, this is something that annoys me. You could be screening here on Will. Will, you should be waiting for a screen. Asher, again, you're just doing nothing here right now. All right? How about a back screen here on Michael? Get him cutting. Get him moving. We're supposed to have 3 metres spacing, boys, between each other. Michael, that's not inside. We've got maybe 1 metre, if we're lucky, and there's no movement, really. Let's see what happens. Still no movement. Michael, you're just wandering there. Asher, you're just located in that post there. I mean, you're looking straight at Michael. You look like you're about to say screen. Do it. Put a fist up in the air. Call Michael. Call Jack. Will. Come across here. Set a back screen on Jack or Michael. Get them moving. Instead, we're walking around. All right. If we want to play a better level of basketball, we've got to be more active. Not coming off a shoulder. That screen's not even set. We're not even reading the defender. Our chances of getting open to that aren't great. This guy's not a great defender. He's sagging. They're not great defenders. They're straight up on D. He's sagging off that shot. You still actually have a shot there, Elliot, technically. So we hit the post. Asher, again, you're going straight away. Well, there's your passer. He hasn't even moved. You're not even looking at him. We should have a cut there. We should have Michael replacing. We have some screening action there, and we're looking at none of it. This is why we don't get any teamwork, boys. And, yeah, we've got to work those post moves out. Actually, your feet are too square to the key. And we've just lost the ball. And our offense is breaking down here. All right, so Jack's wide open. He should be getting this. Jack, he should be getting a shot, hopefully. So, not too sure why he's not getting that, Michael. He should have got that ball. He's the most open player. If you drive in here, hopefully you get middle. But right now we've got 1, 2, 3 guys. 1, 2, 3. Look at our spacing. It's a nightmare. All right. Good move, though. Alright, against bigger opposition and stronger opposition, we're not getting that second rebound. So we've got to read those open players. So again, pass in, no pressure. We've got to be sprinting at these guys. And again, lack of communication. Here's another kid. We want to get these traps in this back court. By now, he should have had a trap on him, guys. Well, you're not even looking. You're just running alongside this guy. You were the closest guy to it. Someone had to pick this guy up. Our matchups are going to be quicker and better. So now someone's got to rotate. We're not doing it. See our stance. Good stance, Will. Why aren't we denying that lane? You're one pass away, strong side. That's a good half front. Michael, no stance. You're washing your feet with your singlet. Jack, again, not split line. Guys, these are all little things we can fix. That's just a nothing stance, Michael. Alright? If you're going to go on and play higher level, you've got to be able to be a good defender. Alright? At the moment, we've got no help side their defense. If this guy gets past us, he has a layup, or he'll have a pass to this kid here right now. So run the same play, do a help off the screen. Let that one we reached in. The one we don't get a stance on the end. Ash, is there a box out? Asher, shot, box out. Elliot, you should be at least aware of this kid. Michael gets a box out because he's bigger and better. Good drive, Nick. We'd like to see you getting others involved a bit if we can. Ash, you got to explain. Where's your man? Deny. That's a bit better, boys. We're finding a play there. Now, is there a trap? There should be a trap here right now. Do we trap? Do we get ready to rotate? So, Will, you're thinking rotate. Ashley, you're thinking safety. Jack and Elliot, you're thinking trap. And you get none of it. Got it? Jack, you're running to his shoulder. Run to this space. Turn him. Will, we're not even in a position. Right now, we're just running back. You should be hedging your bets. This is the back court. This is where we take the risk. You should be prepared to leave knowing you got two guys of safety. If we get a good trap there, he's got a lob. We're not doing it. Good trap, Ash. So we're running 1-4 high. And there is no 1-4 high. So, Elliot, you got to wait until everyone's set before we get that pass to the wing. And this is the reason why. You're already cutting and Will's not ready. That screen, and that works. If we waited for the screen, it would have worked better. Are we calling numbers? Are we talking? Doesn't look like it. We just said who's coming off. We didn't check their numbers. So in 1-4 high and we're not running it. You've got to listen in when I'm drawing up the whiteboards, guys. So 1-4 is easy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one guy top, 4 guys across the foul line, 2 forwards on the elbow. Michael, you got to listen better on these things. All right. When we run subs, roles are going to change. Right now, you need to be there, not there. So no screen. Elliot, you got to wait for that screen. Talk to Michael. You know, Michael's not in a position. You've already passed. You've got to get everyone set. And we're supposed to be waiting. If he's not wide open, we're supposed to be waiting for this double screen for Elliot coming top for a shot. All right. So instead, again, we're out of our set. That's a man. That's the shooter right there. That's good play. Now quick. Again, this is the problem here, forward and guard. Jack, you got to scream to Michael. Michael, back door. Michael, switch. Got to yell at him. You all right? He's got your man. And that's why on the subs, guys, we work out numbers. Rotate. No one's rotating. It's a layup. You never get that layup. I don't know what's going on there. Jack, you shouldn't be passing. That's Michael in the pass. Felix, you should be crossing. Elliot should be crossing. Jack, you're here at half court. We've got to do our roles, guys. We've got to understand them. Jack, easy fix there. You just put the ball on the floor, run to your spot. Take the shot. That's good. On inside, on outside. Up off the board. Easy shot. Jack, get some of that shoelaces, mate. Give him the heading. Alright, next video. Sorry boys, that was a copy obviously. So I'll try and keep away from the copies. Don't know why I've got a copy there, but anyway we do. Okay, good denial, Elliot. Come on, Felix, where's your denial? Okay, tapping area. We've got to turn that ball. So Felix there, if we rewind that, you just overplayed a bit. Remember, you want to be 1 metre off so you can be in front of the ball. Because you got too far up, we can go past you. You need to be jumping up and down. Good position, Elliot. Would like to see a bit better stance, though. Position is good. Good stance now. That's good denial. Felix, you're a bit flat-footed there. You've got to be ready. Alright, so now that's about where you want to be. If you go up any further, he's going to go past you and we can't see. So we've got to get to this space here. Alright, Jack, we've got to rotate. Elliot, you want to be balancing about here where my arrow is. That's good. That's good position. We've got to stop that ball, though. Okay, so this is where we're talking about safety. So we've got our 2 bigs back. This has got to be a sprint. So Elliot, look, he's in full stride. I like that. He's getting back. Someone here's got to turn the ball and slow it up. So these 3, if you're going to get the easy baskets, you've got to sprint back onto as well. So no one's turned this kid. We're just giving him a wide open layup. Mason and Michael, looks like you're playing him for the block. You're just exciting layup. And there it is. Not good enough. We've got to be better than that. We've got to turn that ball. Press break. Let's see if we run it. Nope. We're about to pass to a guy there instead of in the corner. Let Mason clear. We don't need to panic against the press. Jack, you're supposed to be here, so Elliot has something to pass to. All right. Are we looking at the cutter going middle? No. Is Mason open? He's actually in the way right now. So they're looking to trap here, and they're looking to trap here. All right. And we're dribbling in the traps. So we're supposed to get the ball corner, and these guys have got to decide then whether they go all the way to the corner, which would open up space for Michael. We can either pass to Michael, we can either cut it here, or we can reverse to Felix. Felix, you need to be more there. And right now, we're 1 against 2. If there's another guy here, we're in a bit of trouble. This guy's now got Michael covered, and the only pass Elliot's got is a lob pass over 4 players. So it's the 2 defenders, Michael and that. It's not going to happen. So this kid had got in front of you, Elliot. We're in trouble. We're dribbling in the trapping areas. That's a trapping area. If this kid had been a bit quicker, we're in a lot of trouble. We've got to resist that. Even a retreat dribble, look where Michael is. At least he's middle, and we can reverse there and then attack. And we're going straight. And we're about to lob, which is the last thing we want to do. We've just broken about every rule you could break on a press breaker. It's working. Jack, this is where you just get it and go, I think. So you're good. You got him jumping up, but look at that pass right there right now. All right, if we get that pass in there, Mason's got a shot. And there we go. We're dribbling straight away. We're not reading. We're dribbling. All right, that could have been a kick in there, but we're going away from the open play. And then just driving. Oh, we're a little bit out of control. Hopefully there's a kick. Good kick. What are we running? All right, is everyone getting set into a set? So we're in a 4-1 strong set now. Mason strong side. We need an entry. We need a pass. Felix, Michael's coming to wing, so just slide to the corner and get us that 3 metre space. Did we look at the cutter? Did we look at the screen? I'm not too sure which one Jack's doing. Mason's got a good post up. All right, we should be looking at both the post player. Is his feet set? No. Has he got a seal on his player? No. Let's explore what Jack's doing. Again, Jack, stay on the screen. My guess here is you're going to slip screen again. We stay on the screen. So, Michael, right now, you should be having a real good look at this because Mason doesn't have a good post position. He doesn't have body on body. His feet aren't set. They're not bent. You've got Elliot coming off a really nice cut here. He's waited. He's read it. If you bounce out here early, not when he gets there, early, he'll be wide open for a shot. And here it comes. And we're not looking. We're not looking. Look at it. It's naked open. That pass should have already been made. Elliot's going to be the open player. We're not getting into the ball. And right now, we've worked a good offense. We've got a player open. We've been smart. And he's not getting it. That's got to go. Instead, we're sort of getting something out. And no shot. So player that was wide open for shot, we don't hit. The player who didn't want a shot, we do hit. So we got the post. Elliot's cutting again. Gonna go to work, big fella. Go to work. Good job. Bad luck. Well done, Felix. Well done, Elliot. Good hustle. And this is where we settle. Bring it back top. We go again. Good job, Felix. Now, are we looking at this passer? Are we looking at the post player? Not called flat. So we've got 2 guys here now in the same spot. Oh, Felix, good job balancing out. So, Elliot, you want to try and get to here. Maybe an extra dribble if you don't. If you bring that player off, you got Mason wide open. Michael, you should be coming up here spot. So we haven't rolled off that. We set the screen, stood and watched. You roll, you get an open shot. You should be, Michael, about there. And Elliot, we've again just gone a bit too quick. We should have let Felix get to that corner. So here's a shot. That should be getting taken like right now. Hands should be ready. You're wide open. I'm pretty sure you don't shoot this. You're driving. Yep. So right now, we're just driving blindly. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. There's no double gap there. All right? You should have at least let Elliot balance out. You should have shot a jacket. We've got you a wide open shot. All right? And we're not getting to the basket. And I think this is when we get blocked. So that's where we need a jump stop. That's not a foul. That's straight up. You know, if you go back and look at this, you're the one who's initiated contact. He's played good D on that. So what options you have, mate? You got to be careful about that key. Elliot, you should be popping out. So right now, they've got you covered. This is where we get to that gap, jump stop and read what we got. You might have a shot, but right now that kid here, he's getting to that position first. He's there. So that's not a foul. That's good D by that kid. His hands are up, straight up. So right now the rules favour him. So right now, if that's a jump stop, you've got a player there. You'd have Michael top. You got Elliot. I think that's Elliot wide open there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 shooters naked open, and we're forcing a shot we shouldn't be taking. That's why we teach jump stops, boys. 1, 2, 3 shooters wide open. So now this has got to be a sprint back. They've got a rebound. They've got to sprint back. And what are you about to reach, Felix? You got to move your feet, turn the ball. Do you try and steal or do you move your feet? No, we try and steal. So right now, the only guy I'm seeing really sprinting here is Elliot. Maybe Mason's getting a shot. This here's a trot, boys. We're watching. You know, if Elliot can get here and stop the ball, and we get three other guys sprinting back, there's a chance we stop that pass. Instead, he's getting an easy layup. So that's come from a poor decision back there, not to jump stop, not to pass. Now press break again, boys. All right. First line, second line. There's two players. They're running a 1-2. I think it was a 1-2-2. So against a man, you're not screening a person that's defending a player. You're screening a person that's defending an area. So right now, if Michael's there, Elliot, you should be screening this guy. Felix, you come to the screen, then dive to the corner. Elliot, you roll to that corner. We want to spread their press. So if we get the ball in the corner, these two guys have to go right to the corner to double team, which opens up the middle. We're not doing that. So Jack, you need to be here. You're coming too far back. Mace, you need to sprint to get to your spot. So there's a bit of a cross, but there's no screen. Who are we screening? You know, that's Casper the Friendly Ghost. You know, there's no one we're setting a screen on. This is the guy we should be screening. And then Felix would come. Anyway, let's see if we get into the corner. Good, that's not quite to the corner, but where we want to be. Michael, that's got to be a sprint. You've got to sprint into this space. Felix, you need to stay. Hold on, boys. I've got to pause. The dog needs to let out. I'll be back in a minute. Wait up. Alright, so back into it. Dog's out. I'll have to get up and let him back in a minute. So let's go play. That's good. That's where we want to be. Right now, though, the ball should be coming here. So we've got the ball in. All the defense has gone towards the ball carriers. We hit Felix here. Look at the space he's got to drive into. And instead of passing Felix, you've got to get out in front. That's got to be a pass off. He comes middle. If we'd pass to Felix, Felix is attacking there. Now look at Elliot behind. It's like a little mini three-man weave. Alright? Right now, there's 1, 2, 3. We try and dribble through that and they could defend us. We're in a bit of trouble. So this guy's doing the right thing. He's stepping up. That pass should have been made already. By now, we would have had Elliot open and we would have been 3-on-1. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Michael gone to Felix. Felix can come middle, hit Elliot, short, sharp dribbling, short, sharp passing, and we would have had a 3-on-1 fast break. Instead, it's 1-on-4. So we're lobbing that and turnover. Not what we're after. Michael, you passed, trail, cut through. If you cut through, now Felix and Jack can screen you, but you're standing top. Our rule is if you pass to anybody, you cut or screen. That's not cutting or screen, that's standing still. Cut or screen. Come here, screen Felix, roll off that. If you screen Felix here, you could then roll towards the ball, use Mason as a screen. You could receive a double screen. You could screen down here and roll out, and we could reverse the ball to you for a shot. Alright, we're standing. And by coming away, we're creating a double gap for Elliot to drive into. Right now, he has no double gap. Alright, are we looking now at our movement? So again, we're looking at Mace, and we're looking here. I would like a dribble to the wing if we're going to go to Mace, but he's a big target. It's a good post up. He still doesn't have body contact, though. Michael, you need to start getting into triple threat and jabbing. If that left foot lifts right there, that's a travel. That's interesting. All right, we're not in a triple threat. We're not down low. We're not in a shooting position. We're not in a dribbling position. Triple threats are going to start working. So that's a good screen, Felix. Good cut. Jack, do we shoot this? That should have been a shot. Look how far he is. All right, that's a good screen. That's like the ball going inside and outside. We've got you wide open. I'm not sure why you're not shooting. I'm pretty sure you don't shoot this. Mason, you should be sliding low. All right, so you're ready to box out on a shot, or if Elliot, if Jack does drive, you're ready to catch and finish. You're too high. You're actually bringing the defender into his lane. If we drive this, are we seeing a double gap? So that's a single gap. That's a single gap. There's guys in the key. That's not a good driving lane to be taking right now. And Felix, you need to be balancing and rolling out. So right now, this guy's ready. If this guy's in a better stance, he'd be ready. Let's see what happens. So that's again why we want to jump stop. Mace, had you been low block where you should have been, Jack's got a pass here for a layup. I don't know what you're doing there when he's driving. Any guard's driving to the basket, you slide low, get into this space here. Felix, because you haven't rolled, or you've brought a defender into Jack's lane. Now, should he have driven that? No, he should have shot it, but the spacing's not what we want. Well done, Elliot. The best thing we've got to hoop, I'd rather kick it out and screen and move again. All right, anyway, because look at they've got a lane now, they're going. So, Mace, this is one of my bugbears with you. You're looking straight at the ball. Know where your man is. All right, are we in a stance? Yeah, sort of, Elliot. This is the thing I get onto you about your off-the-ball stance, but we've only got back, so let's see if we do get in a stance. Nope, Michael, no stance. Felix, no stance. I don't know who's guarding who here. Mason, you were looking at him just then, and now you're looking at him. You've got to know who you're on. And then you've got to get your position right. Michael, again, no stance. Felix, right now you should be there. Ball's going away. When the ball moves, you move with it on defense. No stance. No stance. Boys, that's not a stance. That's just standing around. Alright. That's the best defenders in the world. They're not standing like that. That's better, Felix. Now in a stance. Jack, that's a good position there. We should be in a denial stance, though. At least you're aware of him. We're chasing. So, see, we're chasing. This guy's driving. We should stop split, ready to help. That's because there's no help defense. So we've got to be aware where the ball is. Boys, we've got to get stance better. Again, guys are running subs. No one's telling who's on, who's off, what numbers they're guarding. Alright. And there you go, Jack. I'm having a go at you for not shooting that three. You know, you've got to take that shot, mate. Felix, right now you should be on extended elbow. This is where during a break in a game we're not thinking. That's good position, Jack. This is the first shot, but I would hope we're all in a bit better stance on the second shot. Let's see what happens. When I say I've been told 1,000 times, guys, that's obviously an exaggeration, but I'm trying to emphasise a point. We have gone over, for example, with Jack. If the ball goes inside and gets kicked out, he should be shooting, as it is with most of you guys. All right? But we're not doing it. So forgive me if that's just a little country saying. A bit of frustration, boys. All right, now let's have a look at this. Right now, Michael, hands on knees and feet like that is not great. Your right foot should be on the edge of the key. Your left should be back. Your arms should be out. Ash has got a good stance there. Will, you straight-legged again. Even here right now in the second shot, we're down low, ready to push in hard and box out. Let's see if who boxes out. Sorry, boys, got to go again. Got to let the dog in now. Wait up, I'll be back. Kobe, come on. Come on. Good boy. Yeah. The dog's back in, guys. We can resume. All right. Let's see who boxes out in this free throw. All right. That's a soft box out, Michael. I don't think there's a box out. Will, we're just looking at that ball. No box out whatsoever. If that's a long rebound, this guy's getting it. All right. Guys, not boxing out on a free throw is a sin in basketball. The only guys who run a genuine box out there is Asher. Right now, if that ball misses, they're a chance at a rebound. And that does not make me happy. In fact, it doesn't make any coach on the planet happy if they know what they're talking about. All right, so that's a simple thing we can get better like next week. So in press breaker time, well, we're just cutting to get open. Where's that cross? If you're on that cross, get there. Felix, you should be able to see that Will's on the press breaker. I need you there. Actually, you're getting out of there. That's Where do I start, boys? One, that ball should be caught in the corner. Will, you shouldn't be dribbling the ball until Michael's cut through. Right now, you've just taken a dribble. If you pick that up, you're straight in a trap. If this kid's smart, he's ready to rotate. You've got a guy there. Again, this is why we're turning the ball over against the press. So Michael should have received that there. He's got to cut through. We've got to look to get that pass out, the ball here, not here. Right now, Michael has 1, 2, 3 players potentially to contend with. If we'd let Michael cut through and we can get him there, we're on a fast break. Again, right now, Jackie should be getting that ball. Got to be getting off. Jack's wide open. We get that ball again. Jack gets the ball. He drives middle. Will's behind his player. We've got a press breaker. Instead, we're taking them all on the dribble. Passes. Short sharp passes out. A good pass. Right, Ash, we should hit that. Oh, Ash pump fake. Well, pump fake again. That is very lucky. We're told again, it's one of those 1,000 things time you've been told 1,000 times. Pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. So boys, break and play. Right now, we should be covering these two. So they get a long rebound, they don't get a fast break. And that means like get a stance on a play, denying the ball, ready to go.
When you've got a rebound, what's it mean?
It's pump fake. I love the face, especially guys, sorry. Let's have a look at that free throw. Ash, did you kick the hand up on it? Yeah, let's have a look at this. Look at my eyes. Don't know what I'm saying, mate. Sorry, boys. That's pretty ugly.
Rebound, what's it mean?
But I'm right. Pump fake when you get an offensive ball. Now, Ash, let's have a look at this free throw. Good follow through. That's nice form. Keep that hand up a bit longer. That's unlucky. Have a look at the form again. Okay, so on that one, it should be a little bit more 45 degrees. That's 290 degrees. Let's see what happens to the shot. No, it didn't make a difference because it wasn't 45. Well done, Will. Good hustle. Nice, Felix. Nice, Michael. Good hustle. What do we run? We're on flat. So, Michael, this is your chance to get in the corner for a shot. Who's low block? Who's on the other corner? Again, Jack, Elliot, when I call a play, we've got to get everyone in position before we start a play. We've got no one in position. That technically there, Will, is an offensive foul. Aren't you all leaning in like that? That should have been called. Interesting. Let's have a look and see if you had a shot. Jack, you got to hustle back on the ball. Okay, you lost it. Get it back. That's a shot. Bring the ball up to your forehead, Felix. That's a shot. He told me Friday night he'd come out to you. He hasn't come out to you at all. He stopped 2 arms lengths off. You shoot that, he's not blocking it. You look at your feet are set, your hands ready, the ball's there. You've got 2 seconds. You're not shooting that. You never shoot. Got to shoot that, and that is a look of a man who's told you to shoot the ball when you're open like that. Nice stance. That's good, Elliot. It would be even better if you're in his stance a little bit earlier. That's good. Jack, you make an inbound pass hard if you can. Oh, we've restarted, boys. Sorry, I was going to say. Oh, next. So this video's like here, boys. I'm not too sure it's sideways. We'll see.
Heaven's sake, you're making a game that shouldn't go. On defense, guys, where's my ball? It's not like it's the same, it's a different thing. It's the same message. When I say strong, what does strong mean when an offensive ball before you shoot it? 1, 2, 3. Please, just go to 4-1 strong. And that's why I want to pump fake and finish. I want to finish. We're relying on 2 free throws. What happened? Exactly.
Sideways, here we go, boys. Alright. Good, Elliot. Elliot's doing a great job of denial here so far. Will, when they got a side ball here, you can't start behind your player. You should have been here. Right, if he lobs, we've got time to get to it. But we can't allow this guy. So we've got pressure on the ball. We've got denial here. But now the pressure's being released because this guy's coming open. There, ball. Here in the offense. So chance of a steal there, but the guy off the ball is a bit asleep. Not in the right stance and position. If you get the correct position, that guy doesn't get open. Having said that, he was in a trapping area. He could have trapped that. Alright, doesn't matter. Good stance, Elliot. Good stance, Elliot. Alright, again, Will, that's not really a stance. You're one pass away. Right foot should be up. There's your passing lane. Between number 4 and this kid here, there's a passing lane. Your right foot should be into it. Your right arm should be into it. See, he's looking at this kid already. He's thinking this kid's open. If you've got your right foot into it and you're in a proper stance, this Elliot's got this kid under real pressure. But again, second time in about 10 seconds, one pass away, and we're not denying this kid. All right? The camera angle's not where we need it to be. Nice. Again, not a stance. Good rebound. Now, there should be a pass. Right, now, Mace, got to get you on this side. We've got to run on that side. You've got to get the other side. Right now, you're in Elliot's way. He can't make that pass to Michael. Elliot, in the game, I don't know whether you're going to pass here, but this is where you can get an ankle breaker. Go behind your back. Go through your legs and look at who's running that lane. So, all right, you've explored that. Good. You're looking up. You're seeing him. Can't get it to him. Look the other way. Good pass. Shoulder drop there. That's well done. Got it off. Elliot, you made a lower out of me. Well done. Let's have a look at this form on the shot. Jack, you're guarding no one there, mate.
Oh, that call.
So, guys, every time there's a break in play, we don't just stop and look at the ring. We don't just stop and look around. Like right now, we're about to go on a defense. If we hit this shot, we're on defense. If they get an offensive rebound, we're on defense. So the 3 guys in here have to cover their 3 guys. The 2 guys outside have to cover the 2 guys outside. So right now you're figuring out matchups, even before Michael's shooting. So right now, Will, you'd be going to this guy, Michael this guy, Mason this guy. Elliot and Jack, you'd be sorting out on the perimeter who you're guarding. Let's look at the ball.
So I thought you meant backcourt. I'll look at halftime.
Oh, wow. There's a problem with the free throw. I mean, that hand should be well up. There should be a follow-through. That's nearly a chuck. Let's look at that form again. Remember, hand up to the ball hits the rim.
I'll look at halftime.
So right now, that arm should come through fully. Don't think it does. Let's have a quick look at it. No follow-through whatsoever. So chances of that shot going in aren't great. That's a good start. Hands already down. Well done, Mace. Good hustle. Now, Mace, once that ball gone past you, forget about him and sprint back. Get to your safety spot. Nice, Jackie. Good boy. No. We can be looking at that shot, Mason. I think you do shoot this actually. No. Okay, so now we've got to get in a set. You should look at that shot. No. Sorry, boys. I don't know what I've done here. Go back to that ugly shot, mate. Well, I'll get another look at it.
I couldn't find your ball. Oh, backcourt.
What's that arm and how quickly it comes
So I
down?
thought you meant backcourt.
Hand up to the ball, hits the ring and misses. We've got to get a better form than that. Good steal, Jack. You should have gone straight to the basket if you could have. Alright, so we're not getting offense. Now we've got a set. You had a shot there, mate. You didn't want it. That's fair enough. If you kick it out, we've got to get a set. So, Will, you're now a ball carrier. Bring it to the top. Get me a 4-1 set. Get everyone balanced. Don't panic. And we're just barging right now. He's not even in a position. I mean, you're driving, where the hell's our double gap? You've got 1, 2, 3 guys on split. You've got Mason sitting the key. That's why I call that a barge. We haven't read it. If he'd let Mason balance here, Jack balance here, and then there was a double gap to open up, go. But we're barging there. We're not reading. Good shot. It works. And I've got nothing against that drive. I just want the floor to spread before we drive. Michael, who we guarding it? Mason, who we guard. And again, this first pass in, if we can get to these players quicker and stop their feet. I know it's hard. It's not easy. But we've got to get better. So we hit a shot, sprint. Then away to that catch. So this is a good trap there. But where's our third man? 2-man trap, 1-man rotate. Well, there's a 2-man trapping. Will, this is what you do. You chase your player. You've got to position yourself ready to rotate. All right, and the rotation's there. Anyway, ball's going back. Michael Mason, your safety. We're not there. We'll get it. You're right now, Michael, again. This is where I'd like you to get it off and get it back. You've got runners. Will's not looking, but Elliot is. Elliot's there again. It's got to get off, Michael. If you pass that off, this guy will come to him. You keep cutting, you get it back. You'll get it back. So we would have already had the ball there if you passed it. This guy would have already been coming. You could have got it back, got an easy basket. Have a look at this again. Pass is there. Pass is there. Still there. Should have gone. Keep the game simple. And there's your carry. It's a big carry. Hands right under the ball. As we pass it off, we're trying to carry and we'll get to the basket. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know why we're looking at the ref that way. It's a massive carry. I don't know why I'm bringing you off there for me. Come on, Felix. You've got to be screaming at him, mate. Talk at him. Don't whisper. No, we do this all the time. And you're running to him big, by the way, Felix. Nice. Michael, I'm giving that message about someone being open. I don't know how we take it. So there's a good rotation. Jack, you've got to be sprinting to get in front of this ball here right now. They're lobbing, which is a good thing. So, Jack, if you're sprinting, Elliot can then rotate back. If they lob again, we've got to clear. So you're running back with your player. Leave your player and go across. Have faith that Elliot will back you up. Should have been nearly... Actually, you had to go at that. Again, have faith that your teammates are going to back you up. The two guys didn't take the chance. They ended up with a layup. So, Jack, you've got to leave your man. Get into this space in front of him so we can stop the dribble. We don't do that. Ash, you have the same opportunity here to rotate up. So you got to hedge your bets here a bit, Ash, because you're safety. All right? But once he starts dribbling a bit, you can rotate up once you know you've got coverage coming back. Now, there should have been... He's dribbling to a trapping area. Jack's sprinting back. He's starting to get there. No trap. And we did have Will back as well. And boys, we've got to take it. Time. Jeez, I don't know about that one. But again, that pass shouldn't be getting made because there was no cross, there's no screen, there's no one in the corner. We're just getting it, passing it. We're not thinking our strategy through. Alright, find your player. Next player. Find your player. Get a stance. Who's in a stance? Felix, straight up. That's not a stance. Will, straight up. That's not a stance. Ash is sort of a stance. So, but a lot of players not in the stance. And they're moving. Getting shots because they're not in the stance. They won't. So, guys, first thing you do, anytime you get a double or a trap coming at you, is look and read. Jack, you got the ball. Look at Felix here. If we stop and read that, you can dribble there, get a quick pass, and we'll break this. He's wide open. So all we're doing is looking at the defence. And I know, again, this is tough, but if you learn to look past the defence, you can then dribble. You've got your dribble. No one's open, no one's open. Only option got is Felix. And he was there. He did a good job at the start. We've got to see that. I don't think I was watching, boys. Again, are we setting it? Who's on the press breaker? 1, 2, 3 guys. Who's on this corner? Who's screening? What are we running? So here, Elliot, if we get a 5-second violation, I'll live with it because I don't get a score out of it. But you need a screen there, and we need a cutter coming off that screen. Felix, I don't even know where you're cutting. You're supposed to be going under this screen to that corner. We need a roll there. Don't know why I'm not running it. Not good enough, boys. That score's going to show. Good pass, though. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Good pass, good cut. It's not great the way we've executed, but it's worked. But that guy's got there. We've got a head down here, boy. And wrong pass again. So 3 times in a row, we haven't screened, we haven't rolled, we haven't got the ball to a corner. There's that cut. Good, Elliot. Oh, so, boys, in a game, you guys are better than this. In a game that we've lost, that we've drawn, in the space of 10 seconds, they've got 3 baskets. No, we've got to be better than that. Got to be better than that, boys. That's just panic. So anyway, let's learn from it. Let's see what goes next. So we'll work on that at training. I don't know why we should know that by now. Next. Sorry, boys. Again, we've just had a timeout, boys. We've talked about this and we've totally ignored it. This is where I get frustrated. In that timeout, we talked about how to break the press. Well, again, this is the man you should be screening. Felix, boys, this is where I get frustrated. And I'm yelling at you, Will. When I'm yelling, listen, I'm going to try and tell you, screen 7. But you're already going. You're screening entirely the wrong player. The guy here is the one you want to screen so Felix can get open in the corner. You screen this guy, Felix cuts through, this guy can pick him up anyway. And Felix, you keep cutting behind a player, cut in front of him. So anyway, let's say we get the ball into a corner. Corner, now we wait for the cut. Do we wait for the cut? Yep, that's better. Fast break, here we go. Nice. We've got to finish the layup. Great, now there is the difference when we get a bit organised. We didn't even run that really well. Alright, but we did get it to the middle. We got behind that line. This part is good. Will's held the ball, he's looking. So 2 guys are going up. This guy's not split. We hit earlier. Freeze that. Now, right now, there's 2 guys up. We've got 1, 2, 3. Ellie gets behind this. We've got a 3-on-2. And there it is. 2 guys. Ellie's doing a great job here driving, and he does a great job of drawing. Good pass. Just got to finish that. That is a really good way to run a press breaker. So, guys, when we run it even half good, we turn that's a proof positive. We turn a press into a fast break. Alright, now they've got the ball. We're looking to stop the ball play safety. It's not so much about trapping here. And right now we've got 3 guys at the ball. Alright, so Elliot and Will. Remember, 2-man trap, 1-man rotator in this play safety. So right now that should be Elliot. We should recognise that. We've got to do some more talk. And Jack, you should be rotating back to about here. Look where he's looking to pass. He's picked up his dribble and he's looking to pass. Good job by Elliot. He got back. All right, Will, you should be sprinting straight down the middle. Jack, you should be sprinting the middle and then recover. We need help line defense here. We don't have it. And right now, because everyone's just sort of running back, boys, we've got to recover to our matchups. And that's a foul. Now reaching Elliot, but good hustle getting back. All right. So again, I'm explaining that, guys, if you're listening. We're getting close to that third quarter. Let's have a look at the stance. Is everyone in the stance? Well, we've got to get, this is where I'm on to you about being in more of a stance again. Just look at this, whether we're straight-legged. All right? If I go back a little bit. How quickly do we find our player? Asher, that's not a stance. Should be in a stance. Jack, we're sort of walking around there. We've got to be a bit more intense. Not a half jog in a stance. Leash got a hands on him. Well, that's not a stance. Still not a stance. Still not a stance. Still not a... Felix, that's okay. It's just okay. It's not great, boys. You want to be good. Well done, Felix. You got there. Good boy. Oh. Come on, where are you, boys? Get back. Boys, I'm just going to show you one of my bugbears. So Felix done a great job here. Okay, we look for a break. We got it. We're running a break. We don't get it. Everyone's got to sprint back now. Let's see who sprints back. So he's going to miss this layup. Done a great job by Asher. Boys, we're standing there. Sprint back. Get in and help. Don't give up on a play. You know, I think Ash does another great job. He misses again. Good job, Ash. Boys, we're not getting back. We're just watching. Got to get back. There we go. Miss again. We've got to get back in there and help. They just come up with troops. How many offensive boards there? 2, 3. And again, no rebound. Boys, not good enough. We've got to be a bit more intense. Corner, good. Now, well, you got to cut middle. Felix, we're dribbling way too soon. We know this stuff, guys. Let him cut middle. We just proved by doing that we can break a press. Jack Giblin, you still should be here. The ball hasn't crossed half court. Give an option. All right? Well, and why we're lobbing, I don't know. So we're panicking here a bit. Anyway, be aggressive. Make it work. Settle. Right now we should be settling. Set up. Set up. What are we setting up? Is everyone in position? So, for example, is Will in a spot here, Felix? You got to be saying here to Will right now, wing. Who's on this wing? What set are we in? And then we can run entries and play. This is where we've got to settle. So, Jack Giblin, I think this shot goes up. Has the ball gone inside? No. We should be running a set. You should be looking here. You should be looking at your post. We should be looking inside first. Here's the frustrating thing. You're shooting when you shouldn't be shooting, and you're not shooting when you should. So, same rule applies to everyone except for probably Alec, because he's the one who's beaten the 5 line twice in a row. No one else has done it. Ash, that's an offensive board. Got to be ready. Guys, it's not like we haven't been over that rule. Alright? And Jack, look at the body language of it coming off. I want better body language. You know not to do that, you did it.
Jack, when you shoot up, after going inside.
Okay, so boys, where's that press? You know, I'm looking at this. Elliot's in a stance. He's denying every time. He's nearly a lone man on the front of this press. So again, he's the only one really in a stance, really denying. Who's on 6? Who's on 6? Will. Come on, we've got to be better than this. Again, who's on this kid? Good trap. Now, he's lobbing. That's got to be a steal, Will. That's exactly why we call it a run and trap. We've run and trap, 2-man trap, 1-man rotate. If we're more intense and getting into this stance quicker, that's a steal. Look at the layout we've gotten. All right, if we get it. Yeah, we get it. So now they're on a fast break. They're breaking us down. Good safety, Michael. Good safety, Mason. All right. They should not get a break out of this. Got to get to it, Mace. So, Mace, right now, I don't want you jumping, but I do want your hand up. All right, so you've rotated well. Just get that hand up on a closing. Don't jump on it. Now we've got to get that, boys. Well, Mason, while we're dribbling, we had control, find a guard, and they get the ball.
No, it's not.
Now we're going to house, boys. 2-2-1. Mace, I'd rather keep you in there, but you know not you're a ball carrier. We've got to get that post work done, right? Asher, that's for, I don't think you boxed out. Pretty sure. There you go, boys. I was wrong. The first ball out. Oh, so we should get the ball set up. What are we running? We're running 5 out. We're looking at the passer. We're running to the screen. Well, Jack's open, off a screen. You look at your passer, we look at the movement. Alright, what does it do? Michael, screen away. Well, I think we're in a 5 out. Wouldn't know, guys, because we never set up our sets. We never balance, slow down, and set up our sets. Jack's down screening. Elliot's sort of not quite the shoulder, but he's looking like that's his man there. He's looking like he's about to get open. Will, are you jabbing across towards the thing? Can understand why you're not jabbing at Michael, because he's really doing in no man's land. There's no cut, no screen. There we go. Now, Elliot, this should be a shot. Good. Squared up, nice. Good follow through, good shot. There we go, off the back. We'll take that. Jack, right now, your closest man to this guy, sprint at him. You know, Elliot's got that covered. Michael's getting back. These guys are covered. Sprint at the guy. You're the closest guy to the ball. We can always switch. Alright, so now Will's gone. He's probably the furthest guy away from the ball. So now what happens is this guy is uncontested on the pass in. Elliot, again, is in great denial stance. You know, he needs a bit more support on his press and we can get some really good results. I should have turned that. Alright, we've got to get back now, rotate to the ball. So that's a trapping area. Michael, Elliot, you're the closest to it. We've got to get to him hard and trap, where these guys got to sprint back. Alright? And when you sprint back, we're sprinting his middle lane. There. So do we trap him? Do we trap him? No, foul. It's foul. Wait for the support when you get 2 guys there, trap. Alright, right now, next play. Whether you agree with the foul or not, next play. So Michael, what are you doing? Well, again, this is why I'm yelling stance all the time, guys. Alright, we've got to sprint to our play. There's no time for a break. Ball's about to come in. So what Elliot's doing on a big, I'll never know. Michael, that's your man right there. Guys, again, talk. So Will, we've got one big on. Your guy's got to guard a big and a small. So right now, Will should be this guy. Michael should be this guy. Elliot should be one of these guards. And we should be talking. All right, if we rewind this, once you got a foul, watch everyone's reaction. Everyone's just sort of walked around. Get a foul, get on with the next play. Nothing's going to change it. Watch this again. Reaction to the foul. So Michael, you got the way you reacted to that ref. I've known refs that would give you a tech foul for that. All right, you're going to get some refs that will tech foul you for that body language on the reaction. Forget it. I actually think the foul's there, but even if it's not, next play. Right now, you're having a bit of a sook to the ref about the call. Forget it. Play's on. Remember, I said put your hand up, acknowledge the foul, get on with the next play. Right now, you should be finding your matchup. All right, let's see how long it takes. So I'm going to count here a little bit. How long it takes to find a matchup and get in his pants. Both with one, but this is important, boys. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Actually, guys, sorry, I'm yelling house. We should be in a matchup zone. Will, house, matchup zone. You should be over there. Michael, you should be yelling at Will. We're a matchup zone. Right now, everyone's matching up, actually. All right, we're in house. Matchup zone, boys. Michael, you should be middle. Will, you should be over fronting here this guy. So that is my fault, boys. But we're still not in position. It's still taking us, 6-7 seconds. That's an eternity in basketball to set up a defense, and we're not doing it. That's my frustration. I've called a defense, and we're not in it. Michael, you're supposed to be middle. Will, you should be where Michael is. I think I've got these guys running a matchup zone. So Elliot, Felix, and Jack are doing what they need to do. I've got 2 guys in there not doing it. So I've got nearly 50% of my team not running the defense we've just called. So why are you in the middle? Anyway, and they get a wide out 3. Lucky they don't get it. A good team at Darius there, boys. They'll be hitting that 3. Right, press breaker again. Felix, there's the man you should be screening, number 5. So, Michael, what are we doing? I've got two guys on a press breaker. I don't know what you're doing there, Felix. Either Elliot or Michael pass that ball in. Michael, you're probably a good target. I don't know why you're not passing it in. So what are we doing here? You're telling people to clear out, Michael. Well, there we go. If you want that, you've got to be screening. Elliot, you should not pass this ball to Michael right now. One, he's not in the corner. There's no cross. There's no screen. What's going on here, boys? Well, where's the screen? Why is that not going to the corner? Elliot, you've got to be stronger than that. Michael does not get the ball there. And right now, he's going to dribble through it. Good pass. Go middle, Jack, straight away. Well, we got away with it. Now, who's your passer, Michael? Are we jabbing at him? We're not even looking at him. There's your passer. He could be screening, cutting, moving. Right now, he could be wide open. We're not even seeing it. And if we make that, I'm not too sure why we're even really making that pass, because he's already completed his cut. He should be getting it before the cut. All right, Michael, right now, what should we be doing? Cutting or screening? Do we cut or screen? Will, are you jabbing at your passer? Right now, I think that's Felix. He's got a wide open down screen there to run if we want to run it. Nothing. We're walking. Felix, you shouldn't have been cut until you got a screen. Michael, that's got to be a cut on screen. I don't know what that is. He's open. Had we jabbed at our passer, you're seeing a wide open shooter there or a wide open pass. Well, we're not even seeing it. Oh, boy. That could be one of the worst offensive sets I've ever seen. So there's your passer, Will. He sort of walks into a screen. It's not really a screen, but it's something. But we're not seeing it because we're not looking at it. See your passer. So there's Felix right now. He's coming off that. He's going to be open. He's open. If that's an earlier pass, so we should be reading that. This is important. Let's have a look at it again. Good. There's the pass. Jab. And right now you should be seeing that Felix is about to come up. When Felix gets to there, you pass to the space that he's cutting to. So right now you should be thinking pass. That should be a bounce pass there. Michael's got his player covered. Look where his player is. We get that bounce pass. But he should have already caught the ball now. He should be squaring up nearly for a shot. That's why we have rules, boys, so that doesn't happen. And Will, what are you complaining about? That's not Jack's fault. That's you. You're not following the rules there. So you need to no one's in trouble here. We're trying to teach and learn. All right? But that's that body language I'm looking at. You're shaking your head at Jack because he hasn't catched the ball. Jack's not expecting the ball because the movement's on the other side.
So where's my short corner home? I told you to go in last play.
Okay, so they were running a zone then, guys. Believe it or not. We should have been short corner high. Let's have a look at that for the next couple of minutes. What are you supposed to do? It's at worst that last set.
So where's my short corner home? I told you to go in.
I love Felix. Oh, there's a lob. Now we should have a third guy rotating. He's lobbing. We should be. If we're doing this right, there should be someone here ready to come in and get a steal there. So let's see where that should have been. Now let this one go. Yeah. So that's the area I'm talking about, Elliot, on your off the ball defense. So when you one pass away or on the ball, you're terrific. We need a bit more anticipation off the ball. That was you. So they've moved that ball really well against us. Got a wide open shot going inside, outside. That's good. Don't know what I'm doing. So we finally screened a defender, thank God. But Felix is still cutting behind people. Why that's going Asher, I don't know, but we did. Oh, goodness, boys. All right, again, Jack, that's why we hold and go middle. We should be looking for Elliot going middle. He's there. If we hold, catch and hold, we don't get in trouble. Yep. This is all panic, boys. It's panicking. Stop follow instructions, we're going opposite. So he's on, what are we running? Right now we're just frustrated. We're not getting on with the next play. So Felix, this is a 2-2-1. You should be here. I'm pretty sure we've gone to a 2-2-1 here. Yeah, we have. So considering about the amount of instruction, boys, that, you know, we should know by now. We're nearly, with grading, tournaments, halfway through the season, that ball patch is getting bigger, I'm sure, boys. Alright, so yeah, we're at the end. Alright, let's go next. Alright. Sorry, boys. No, this is a tedious. It's worth the look at it, though, guys. Gotta move. Good job, Jack. What I'm saying there, Jack, if you watch your first dribble when you catch, you push down. So it should be better screen. Jack's got a roll. Good boy, Jack. Shoves him out of the way. Alright, now, 1, 2, 3, 4. You watch your first dribble, it'll go down. If your first dribble you push to this space, you might end up with the fast break. So you're dribbling down. First swing and go. We've got Elliot there too. So if you look at your eyesight, Jackie, you're looking down. You're not looking forward. If you look forward, you're going to have Elliot open. You're going to see that gap because there's pretty much a double gap. So our vision's down a bit. You've got to get that vision past the defender. It's easier said than done, but it's certainly possible. Good job. You drew the foul. So no harm. Rugby boys. You're in a man. Oh, Ash, as soon as you pass them, mate, you just turn right away from them. Passer, Elliot, who is it? Ash, you got to do something, mate. The passer's standing still. You pass, you cut, you pass, you screen. As a forward, you should be screening. You could be setting a double screen here right now on whoever that is. I think that's Jack. Good screen, Felix. Good curl cut. We're not seeing that because there's not a crossover jab. So Jackie should be getting that. I think he does, actually. Good movement. We're balancing out. All right. That should be a crossover jab. Got a good post up there. That's a good target, mate. All right. So Asher should be getting that too. Possibly. All right. Let's see what happens. So hit the post. Oh, no. Good. So good read, well done. Controlled it, read it. We've got a wide open shoot. I think that's you, Elliot. Good. That one, that's a good shot to take. Just don't like the long read down. Well done. Get it back. Good. Well done. So 3 on 2 here. 3 on 1. Okay, Felix, this is something I've been on your case about for ages. So look where you are, Felix. Look where Elliot is. If you turn and put the heats on right now and get behind this kid, you're going to get a layup here. Elliott's done a great job. He's got past that, and he's going to turn not only this to a 3 on 2, but a 3 on 1. So we should be sprinting. Right now this kid's just looking. Felix, by now you should have been here. Ash is doing a good job of sprinting. I still say you should, if you got in front, you hear this kid's only looking at Elliot. If you got to here, Felix, you've got a layup. I'm pretty sure you stop running. That's even you're more capable than that. There's a jump stop there, Elliot. Pump fake. Good job. Could have easily been a layup, boys. We've got Box Asher, come on, get set up. It's an urgency about us, boys. So Box Felix it is. By the way, guys, let's see how this reads. It doesn't always have to go to, like Asher, I don't even know what you're doing here. It doesn't have to go, if I say Box Felix, a lot of times the shooter won't be open and the big guy rolls in. So, Mace, you come in and screen, then roll straight to the basket. Let's see if you do it. There's the screen. Now, Mace, you should be diving right in there. So you've set your screen, you should be diving right in here. That's a good screen by Jack. Felix is probably going to be open. Okay, we've just called a play. I'd say that's a shot if you want to shoot it. Look how far that kid's sagging off you. Good screen there, mate. Really good screen. And we didn't want to shoot it. Now, mind you, this guy did switch across, so fair enough. I'll live with that. So right now, Asher, what are we doing? Could be screening here on Elliot. Jack comes down. We could be setting a double screen, and then we got the two-man game with the post. Okay, we're all just popping. Jack, you've just rolled right where Elliot's cut into. So I would have liked, remember our rule. If we go back on that, Felix gets the ball. Good screen here by Mace. This is a great screen. Alright, so Jack, if anybody's below you, what's our rule? Down screen. Alright, if anyone's below you. Asher, I don't know what you're doing there. You're just running straight. That is a great screen here by Mason. Ella's coming wide open off a shot. If we even set a staggered screen, so the Jackie, that's you, we've got Elliot wide open on a shot. Instead, we've got two guys in the same place. So, and there we go, confusion. So, good screen, Elliot. Ashley didn't even use his screen. That should have been a curl cut. Mace, be careful. I would rather see you back screening here on Felix or just staying low block, mate. Coming into our areas for driving. That's not a double gap. You're taking the double gap away. Sprint that cut. We're jab. Shot fake. Now, tell me, Mace, how are you going to shoot that ball? This is one of the things I keep telling you. That's not a shot fake. The ball's behind your head. You're not going to shoot it like that. And that kid's not going to jump because you're not shot faking. All right? Oh, that's right. You just put up a shot. Right now, kick. Look at Asher there. He's back cutting. He's actually doing a good job. Elliot, you should be popping out there a bit. That spacing's too close. Follow through on that shot. And they get a layup. If you don't have a good shot, don't take it, boys. No screen on the press breaker again. At least you've got a cut going through. Good composure, Elliot. Read it well. Good pass. That's what we're after. Now you should have been going middle. Felix, if you're driven middle, so Alex John, 2-on-1. Ash is naked open. Instead, you're dribbling sideline. When I'm yelling aggressive, it means aggressive. Go middle hard to the basket. Draw this defender off that runner. I'm pretty sure we dribble sideline here, Felix. Yep. We're not driving aggressive. We're just driving sideline. So we missed a chance there. Let's see what you did, mate. Alright, again, but they're stopping the play. They're calling a foul. We've got an end line. But look at the way we're moving. Are we sprinting to the next spot? Next play. Number. We're walking. We've got to get out of this walking. The game of basketball's intense. We've got to make it intense. Intense is fun. Again here, we're wandering. We've had time. He's on the passer. Alright, let's play that again. I'm going to count this again, boys. Let's see how long it takes us on the foul. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. Ball's in. Took us 7 seconds. Should take us 2 seconds to find our player. Alright, again, Felix, watch you on this one. You can't be like this. Look how many times you turn your head, you wind it back and forth. We're worried about the foul call. We're not worried about the next play. 1, 2, 3 times Felix, 4 times Felix, 5 times Felix. Jack Felix, we've got to be better than this. So return it. Seconds. We're looking moving on to our fifth quarter, boys. Alright, we'll work on those prayer shots. We won't bother with that now. Go to the next video. Third quarter, boys, thank God. All right. Again, don't take any of these this feedback as criticism. Pointing out where we can improve. This is the third quarter. Good start. This is the third quarter. So that was better. We've obviously talked it over in the halftime huddle. All right. We've finally got a press break. They've got a basket. Cross. Good. Got Elliott corner. Good. So that's where we want to be. These two have to go to it. Michael does a good cut here. There we go. Should have hit him. He should have got that. Michael gets that there. We draw 2-on-1. Will going back though. Will, you're already going back and we haven't broken half court. So we got Michael middle. We got Felix there. We should break this press. We're dribbling sideline. We've got to pass through that, boys. Good pass. We worked out. We're beating the press even though we're not running that press breaker really well. Again, Felix, if you're going to dribble, I'd like to see you look to being aggressive on the basket. If not, pass and move. Jack, there you go again. Catch and dribble straight away. Look, if you caught and look at this. Look who you've got wide open in there for a layup. All right, just catch and hold. We're not banning you from the drive. Let that double. If you let Felix come through, say behind you, this will open up the double gap. Right now, you don't have a double gap. That's a single gap. Single gap. If this guy goes through, you'd have a double gap. So we've missed that. Michael's naked open. There's a layup right there. But just stop to look. Jabby passer. Jabby passer. Good move. Nice. Good jab steps, Michael. Oh, boys. Where are we? Left for a cover. Chance. Come on, boys. You've got to match up. Oh, in the house. Actually, it's my fault. Really not in the house. Sorry. Let's give it a better first breaker. Blue screening. Still not screening the correct guys. Okay, Michael, I don't know what you're whispering there to Elliott. I'd be interested to find out, actually. But he's got to get the ball here in this corner. Right now, he's right in the middle. Look, his feet are in the key. The guy actually should have hit Felix. Don't know why you're not hitting Felix there. So Michael's there. Again, Felix is behind the D. See what happens. Good drive. Good. Nice. Alright, again, we didn't run that real well, but we've got some system now. We've got a pass, we've got a cut middle, we're getting behind the defense, we're breaking it, and easy shots. So we're in house, I think, boys. Good hustle, Will. You can do it. So we've got a lead and trap. So right now, this guy's back. I don't know who's second line. I think that must be you, Elliott. So everyone's in the right spots. Felix, you got to deny that middle there, mate. Alright, so now it changes. He's reversing it. So Will, this is where you've got to sprint back. This will come this side. That's Jack and Elliott are going to be responsible for this double team. Right now, it's Jack and Felix because the ball's in the middle. But if he reverses, it's going to be changing. Here it goes. Good job. Well done, Alex. Good hustle. Well done. We got it. Middle. Well, now, if you hadn't gone middle, now you got to kick. There's no shot there. You got 1, 2, 3 guys, 4 defenders. Kick it out. Good boy. Felix down screen properly. No man's land. Alright. See, if that had come off a proper screen, I wouldn't have had a problem with that 3, I don't think, Jack. But right now, the ball's come from there. That should be your right foot doing a crossover jab. You should be looking at Elliott, who's the guy that passed you. Right now, if Elliott gets behind this kid, he's wide open for a layup. And there. See, he's going. We haven't even looked at the passer. The passer was Elliott. Alright. Have a look at him. And right now, if you looked at him, look where he is. Unopposed. One pass in there, we get a layup. Or we get a kick out. So we've got to get these rules done. Jack, what are you doing? Pass. Who are we screening? Where's the fist up in the air? Where's the talking of the name? Alright. Oh, there's no screening there at all. I don't know what... You need to explain to me at training, Jack, whether that was a screen or a cut you just ran. Felix, you're the same. That's nothing. We're hesitating. We're back. It's either screen or cut. Jack, you got to wait for his cut or screen. We're going replacing way too soon. We missed a cut. There. Wide open. So, Jack, right now, explain to me, this has to be a screen because you're not even looking at the ball for a cut. But we haven't put our fist up. We haven't set a screen. We haven't made contact on the screen. Louis is screening. That's not a screen, mate. I don't know what that is. But that looks like it's supposed to be a screen. And that's on Michael's man. So we've got to improve our screening techniques. We've gone over to training. We should know it by now. I think that's a nice shot. Bad luck. We've got to recover back here, boys. We didn't get a shot. We didn't go in line. Oh, boys, that's not great D. Lucky. Will grab it. Boys, not just Will. A few of you do this. You slap at the ball. If we can get one hand to it, we get two hands to it. It's a general rule we used to get to it. The defense here is sloppy, fellas. See, that needs to be a sprint back here. Elliot, you were caught up on there. Most of the time you've been sprinting back. Sloppy D. We're lucky that you didn't. So let's see if you could got two hands to this, Will. Any boxing out? No. I think you could have got two hands to it. But anyway. Should at least try, guys. Not too sure I'm keen on that pass, Michael. Short, sharp passing, short, sharp dribbling, run the press breaker. Every time we run the press breaker, it's got us a good shot. I'm not too sure why we're going outside. And Jack, I'm just rewinding this to try and give you an idea of that. So we've got to get that screen. Elliot's there. Elliot, you've got to get to the corner more. Why we're doing the skip pass, I don't know. So right now you should be reading this. You've got help defense. You've got a guy there. You've got a guy there. There's three guys coming here. Right now the guy should be looking at two guys. One is Will. One is Elliot. So you've got a trail cut in Elliot. You've got a diagonal pass across the key here. And Will, if you drive hard at this guy, which you do it. So he's coming at you. He's committed. Got a guy behind you. This is where we need a jump stop. So I'd say the way they're lining up, this guy's rotating the wheel, you'd have Elliot wide open. If you jump stop, and you would have Elliot wide open. Right? And even worse, you'd have Felix wide open. Jump stop. Alright, so Jack, you're like me at your stage of growth. You're a little guy. You're going to be able to drive in and just shoot a layer. Look at the difference where the height of their hands are to where yours is. For that to go in, it's half a miracle. So if you jump stop, they're still going to want to block you because you're the little guy. They always want to block little guys. But if you get a jump stop, you can then assess whether do you have a shot, do you have a fake, do you have a pass. So we've got to get that into our game. Felix, that's just reaching in. You know, we've got to stop the ball, not let the ball go past you. Again, if you reach in with your hands, let's have a look. Put your feet when you reach in. So you're looking to stop the ball there. That's good. So he does a crossover. Do you laterally move? Do you move sideways with your feet? No. You're reaching in, trying to steal the ball. There's a fast break. So we've been a bit lucky here, boys. We've had a couple of good shots. Good aggression, Will. Good aggression, Will. Oh, settle now. Bad luck, lucky. At least you're trying to be aggressive. Look at that. This is Rex and Felix. Jack. Not too sure why, will it? So again, Mikey, you pass. Look, there's a guy down below. If you set a screen in that corner, then roll to the basket, you could be wide open. But you should be screening someone who's below you, not just cutting above you, which is exactly what you're doing. That's a nothing cut. Could have passed and cut to the basket. Every time you pass, sideline, on the court, it's cut or screen. Drag, jab step. Sorry, boys, you can advance the line. Nice move, mates. Gotta get in front of the ball, get in front of the ball, not in front of the ball. There's always going to be a foul. Got to turn that ball, boys. You've got to run and sprint to the space. We look at this, Mason, Michael, you keep going to try and get a block shot. This usually ends up in a foul. That's good shot, both Mason. Good. So we're at the break. So, Michael, you're thinking right now, remember, when he's dribbling, he's slower than you. So don't run to his shoulder. Run here. And as he comes to you, meet him. But we're running directly at him instead of the space in front of him. If I run to the space in front of him, I can stop the basket and I can turn the ball. So right now, we're running at him, not to this space. Alright, so he doesn't get turned in. Right now, he's got a lane. So again, we should be looking to get this space in front of him. Still not getting the space. And I think this is where you're thinking block shot, Michael, if he goes. I would rather him turned, and then you got support there. And yeah, we're reaching in for a steal, and we get a foul. In fact, the foul gets called on Mason. Mason, can we not react like that? Alright? Referees hate it, especially when we've got an older referee. They hate it. Alright? He's made a call. It's the right call. I think it was on Michael. Could have been on you. Doesn't matter. It's a foul. Alright. This is going to give you some good viewing, boys. I'm sorry, but it's worth watching. We can learn a lot from it if we watch it. So we've got a basket out of that. Press breaker. Do we run it? So, Michael, you're making yourself predictable every time you're going to Elliot. In fact, I think we might have gone to a copy. Yeah. Where am I there? My voice is going, guys. If we can hear it well on the tape. Right, so there's the two shots. Again, Michael, your feet are the wrong way. Get your hands off your knees, right foot up, so then you can step in. Mace, you're not in the stance either. Let's see who boxes out the free throw, boys. Mace, your feet's the wrong way. Left foot should be there, ready to box out. There's no way you can effectively box out there, Mace, with that stance. Same thing with you, Michael. So, Mace, that's not a box out. You're not making contact. Michael, that's sort of a box out. There's a little contact, not a lot. Ash, are you going hard at the shooter here? No box out, Ash. So, Michael's the only one boxing out. If that goes here or long, we're in a bit of trouble. So, you're only getting that, Mason, because you're bigger and more athletic than that kid. If you had a kid as big and as athletic as you're not getting that rebound. Exactly. So that's where, right now, when this guy came, you had to go behind your back. That's what I'd say to you about using those skills you practice. Good pass, 50 weeks. We're barging here a bit. Good job. So, Michael, you got to rotate up. Made a trap here, boys. Someone, one of you two, I think that's you, Elliot, you've got a sprint trap to that ball. Good job. We're nearly there. Not quite, but that's a good job. Good cover, you two. That's good cover. All right. I think there's someone behind us over there. All right. So now they've got out of that. Asher, Jack, that's going to a trapping area. Mason, you need to be sprinting to this spot. Ash, you got a trap. Don't worry about him. Trust your mate. That's a trapping area. Go trap. You've got back up there. Mason, if you rotate there, you've got to get Michael to come back and cover here. So right now, that should be trap. Mason, you should be covering. Michael, you should be backing Mason. Step one-on-one. Ash, how's he getting that open, mate? You've got to match up zone. Good talk, Michael. Talk to Carter. Now, boys, this is where he hits a three. We're in a match-up zone. We've changed. Where's my guards? So that's Elliot and Jack. You know, that's not the forward fault. He's there all day. Three. I'd love that much time, boys. Oh, boys, come on. So we got to get frustrated with this. You got to get as frustrated as me. That's how hard is it? You get to actually, that's not good enough to do there, mate. Just getting open in your area. So right now the ball's gone in. Next play. So Elliot, you're the elbow. Jack, you're the elbow. One elbow each. So Elliot, this is you here, mate. You're just wandering there. Get to the elbow. The person closest to the ball, the defender, screens. So this is the guy that should be getting screened. Jack should be coming here, popping here. Elliot, you should be rolling that corner. Spread the floor. Boys. No, I'm not too sure that's a great pass, mate. I think even Asher would agree he's uncomfortable there with that ball. Give a straight to a trapping here. That's why I want to get the guard. Might as well give it extra pass. I don't want it. Not yet anyway. So boys, I thought the start of the third quarter was better than this, but anyway. Push on the ball. Trapping area. Does he get trapped? No. The trapping zone, guys. You can match up trapping zone. Get that, trap it. Good. Good drive, Elliot. Alright, I'm going to show you something. Elliot, this is where you break an ankle. This is half a trap. Ash, that's a better closeout, Ash. Mason, you rotate a little bit. Elliot's there ready to rotate. And it leads to a steal. That's a half a trap. And it's worked. Good. Now, right. Not now. Now. A little double crossover, a little through the legs, a little behind the back, a little onside, and you can break an ankle there, Elliot. Good pass. Nice pass. Nice, Mason. Good finish. So we've finally set up a good defense, all right? So because the ball's middle, these two look to trap, Michael and Asher safety. So, Michael, you should be dropping back to cover Mason here because you're weak side. There's a lob. Ash, we've got to get that. That's a steal. You're anticipating. These guys have been lobbing all game. That's a steal. Do we get the steal? No. That's why I'm yelling, Ash. When you're second line, Ash, you're thinking rotate, steal. It's coming your side. You know it's coming your side. Any lob when you rotate, steal. If we get a steal there, we're 3-on-1 on the way back. That's a steal. Anyway, if worst case, it's a trap. It's a hard trap. We didn't even trap it. I think Michael gets the steal here. Good rotation, Michael, by the way. Yeah, nearly, not quite. Bad luck. Good anticipation. You know, that won't turn out to steal. So, Ashley, you're coming out for not rotating, and that's happening every game. All right, so we got to start understanding when to rotate. Steal is not. All right, so guys, we run a sub. Are we talking? So I think it's Elliot coming off for a breather. So first line would be Jack and Jack. Second line would be Will and Michael. So Will, where are you going to? We're in a house. Will, where are you going to, mate? Okay, you're getting the subs done. I'll forgive you. And then we'll knock those subs up, boys. So Will, you're still not in the right spot. Where's my second line, boys? Will, you should be there. Michael, you should be here. Mason, you should be back. Again, we're not focused. This is happening way too often. So, Will, that's strong side. You should be in a stance on this guy for now. Again, straight up. This is what I'm telling you about, getting in a stance, learning to get in a stance. Michael, you're not in a stance either. You know, the chain is only strong as its weakest link, boys, and we've got 1, 2, 3 guys. It's a match-up zone. So, Michael, you should be in a stance denying this guy. Mason, you should be in a stance seeing both ways. Our defense has got to improve. So, Michael, there's someone in your area denying. Mason, the ball's moved. You should have moved. If you come across to this low block, Michael can get out further here. Or will you come across into the middle? But we're not moving our feet at all. Watch that again. When the ball moves, 2 to 3 hard slide steps, boys. It takes so long to set up, fellas. So this ball's going to go. When this ball moves, these 3 baselines should move. There's no movement. Mason, your feet are concrete. They're just, look where they are now. Let's see how far you move by the time the ball gets to the ball. It's half a step. 2 slide steps. Where is it? You're not moving at all, mate. You've not left that spot. You should be here. Will, you should be split, and you should be moving across the telly thing. Yeah, Giblin, you should be split. You know, we can recover if they skip it over. They're not big enough to skip over anyway. It's a chance of the trap. Great hustle, Elliot. Mace, row. We've got to rotate. So there, Mace, if you're rotating, you've got to tell Michael to drop in the middle for you. Well, you've got to be ready to box out. Or don't jump. Lucky. Don't ever jump, Mace. Let's see if that can travel, actually. That's not a travel. A bit lucky there, he didn't travel at all. They put some pivot. Yeah, borderline. Lucky, boys. We'll take it. Except for the times are unlucky. So Will should be crossing here. We should be rolling middle. Okay, Michael, you should be cutting middle. Not standing. Sprint your cut. Get to the middle. We get you the ball. You get there. You get the ball. You and Mason 2-on-1. Alright. So do we jab at our passer? Oh, okay, is that a cut? Elliot, that's got to be a proper cut. If you're going to cut, look at the ball. Alright, where's the jab shot fake? You got the ball just behind your head. Mace, right there, you can't shoot the ball, you can't dribble the ball, you might be able to pass the ball. So you're taking 2 of your threats. It's a triple threat. Alright, that ball, jab low, shot fake, full pass, but not behind your head like that. Good move, good step, should have taken that, good pass, good boy. So I went in, great shot, but I went in. We're in the house now. Really got to rotate up and trap. Michael, you should be sprinting right now so Mason can rotate out. Don't sprint there. Mace, you should be rotating up to that, Mace. And they're getting an easy basket. Mace, you've got too many concrete feet. Michael, get rid of that skip pass, please. Press breaker. Jabbing your cutter. Well, Jack's your cutter. You're not even jabbing at him, Michael. Ball screen. Good shot. Strong mates. Good boards. Good strength. The boys are taking a break here. Let's have a look at your form on that foul line, mates. Good body strength, mate. Well done. That's the way to keep your wits about you. Nice pump, mate. Good follow through. That's good form, mates. That's much better than what it used to be. Well done. Well done, Elliot. Good hustle. We had a hustle award. It's down to Elliot, boys. Good catch. Good option up the shoe. Good kick. Good. Oh, Will, I want you to have a look at something here. I don't mind the shot. We've got to put some work. Now you're breaking the ball down. We've got to put some work in your shot. Right, it's called a jump shot for a reason. What's your feet? Now you can jump a bit. Barely a jump. We've got to get a bit more jump in those shots, mate. Well, hit the front rim. Well done, Elliot. Again, good boards. We'll have another look. Now let's have a look when Elliot gets his rebound. Mates, how come the little man's getting it? Great job, Elliot. Good job, Michael. Not easy for me boys doing it this way. I don't have to yell so much. Double. Boys, is it? Fellas, tell me something. Michael and Mace, does it really matter who starts where here? We're both strong forwards, one each low block, it doesn't really matter. So Mace, why are we changing? Screen, roll, too strong, yeah, good boy. So, mate, you got to be. This is where you got to be active. You're starting to build your confidence now. Ready to rotate. There's a lob coming. There it is. Good, mate. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing the pass. That was half good. Just find a guard. Not out of position. Good board. Good boy again. Right on, mate. Some good quarter. Good aggression. Good aggression. Nice. So we need you, Michael, dropping back here. I think that's you, Elliot. You need to get to back here because you're weak side of that house. There's a lob. There should have been a rotation. Now, not for a steal. You've probably got a chance here. Someone rotate and get a trap. Michael, let Mason go out. You take middle. All right? But there should be a trap there. He's in a trapping area. Do we get a trap? Good, Mace. All right, now, Will, you've got to be sprinting at that trap, mate. Sprint at that trap. Where's the trap, Will? Mace has done a great job to hustle there. Michael's done a great job to get back here. Where's that trap? All right, it's just not there. Alright, again, Elliot and Jack, we got both of you on the same side of the court. Alright, one guard in this area, one guard in the other area. Someone's got to be covering this kid. We're not. That's a lack of communication. Good, Mace. There you go, Will. Should be attacking middle, Will. That would release Elliot on the drive. I don't know why we're looking to dribble sideline. Should have gone middle. Now we're going middle. Good. Good. Nice. Boys, all of this is off just good transition, good press breakers. Alright? We're going to have press rock. So he's there. That should be you, Michael. Trap, hands up. Trap again. No trap. Good boys, Michael. We'll push middle, Will. Middle. Good boy. Keep going. I don't know why he didn't attack that a bit earlier, mate. You should have gone at it. Now you got a kick. It's not there. Settle. We're going to get a shot out of this. Yeah. Nice work. You want to run here, boys? Set. Mason, got to be sprinting easy side, boys. Nice, Alec. Good rotation. 3 on 1. Very good. Way to go, boys. That's that. So good job, boys. That was a good quarter. Didn't get much chance to run half court, but good quarter. That's what happens when you play good defense. Someone gets the right spot, you run transition. We play strong basketball. Good stuff. That was our one good quarter. One really good quarter. Someone in that jump zone. Should be looking for traps. Good stance, Elliot. Real low, good. Nice, you're not in the stance, mate. We've got to start fixing this. Good, we're on the go. Good boy. Now keep that aggressive. Keep going middle. Keep attacking middle. Good boy. Well done, Elliot. Way to be strong. Tell me, trainer, what you're upset with there. That's pretty good. Boys are in a man. So here's a chance. See a passer. That's a good screen by Michael. We should get something out of this. Good curl. He's got to be getting that, Will, on the curl. I don't know why he didn't get it. He should have got that. Go back there again. Again, we've got to get better at this, boys. So there's no crossover jab for a start. The ball's come left. Your pass is on your left. So, Will, you've got to get out of this, and you've got to start jabbing at that foot here. Get that right foot jabbing. You would have seen the cut there. This is a good screen. It's a good cut. Now, the pass should be getting made right now where he's cutting to. If he gets that ball going there, he's bringing this guy off. Mace will be wide open. We missed that chance because we weren't ready. He's on to Michael. So, Michael, did you have it? You cut, mind you. Will, was there a cut or was there a screen? That's all you do. So, Will, that's a nothing. What are we doing? Okay, there's no cut, no screen. I don't know what's going on here with you three, but we're just getting out of the way. Good job, Michael. Nice shot. We're up by 8 by now. Good double. Alright, Will, you got to be rotating up there, mate. He's come your side. You're going backwards. You've got to rotate up. Mason rotates. Michael drops back. Mellow. Right now we recover. Will, which side are you running to? Will? So you're just running blind, mate. You've got to figure out where everyone else is. Michael's even telling you where to go. 2 forwards on the one side. That's better. We've got a trap. Trap. Good trap. Now we should be ready to rotate. Mace. Again, look at this kid getting open. You're not in his stance. Good trap. Oh, Jackie, we should have been rotating there. Right, so the same rules apply there. 2-man trap, 1-man rotate. So, Mace, you need to rotate here. Jack, you've got to be looking to rotate there. And he's going to lob it. He's turned his back. So, Jack, you need to be flying up here. 2-man trap, 1-man rotate. If you're up in this guy's lane, Michael can cover these two. There's a steal right there. We've got nothing between you and the ring. Every time there's a trap, someone's got to rotate, boys. Hello, mates. So, Mace, you got to hustle that trail. You got to be calling for that trail. Good running, Will. There we go. Bad luck. Now be strong. Get a shot that again. Good job. Hit that trail shot, Will. Nice. That was good, Elliot. Great look. Jack, that's what I'm looking at you to do, Jack Giddler. That was a great look by Elliot. Draw on defense, kicks to the trailer, and now Mason can attack it. Should have hit that. Pump back before you go up, Mace. Well, that's good work. Right to run off, Will. Good job. Guys, we've really got to get better. I've got to give Ellie the breather. He's working into the bone, in the ground. Let's see what happens here. Shot, Mace. Got 9 here, boys. He's going right around. We've finished it off a bit better. Nice again, Mace. Good job. 2 from 2. Ready to trap, Michael. Good trap. Rotate. That should have been a steal, mates. Good ball, Dash. Right, we've got a good board, but let's see if those elbows went out. Or is it straight down? See, that kid can get in there. Start moving your feet, get those elbows out, protect the ball. Again, elbows aren't out, that's straight arm. That's why they're nearly getting a steal, mate. Change that again. Alright, boys, it's getting comfortable again. Alright, next one. So right now we're up by 9 points, fellas. We're doing well. We panic a bit here in this last bit, so let's have a good look at it. We've got a cross. Let's see if we head set a screen on the right person. Should be this guy. 7 again. No, screening the wrong guy, guys. We've got to screen this guy. Cut through, get to this corner. Good, get a corner. Mike, cut through. Come on, Mike, you got to get through. Forget that guy at the front. Let him go to Jack. Alright, so that pass has got to be made earlier, Jackie boy. And that's what's going to happen if you don't pass to that cutter if he's open. Alright, now, if I have a look at this, now show this is why I think you come out. Jack's looking at Michael. He's not there. He shouldn't be dribbling, by the way, Jack, yet. You got to let Michael get his position. I think what Jack does is come back and look left, and there's no one there. That's why you pass through it, boys. Don't dribble through it. Pass through it, then attack it. Pretty sure it's you, Ash. Yep. We'll learn our spots in a press breaking, guys. Well, what defense are we running, mate? Stop that guard. Good rotation, get the red shot. Goes the cross. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Look like we don't know what we're doing here. We're dribbling to a trapping area. Will, look at Michael. He's wide open. We've got 1, 2, 3 guys all in one area. We can't dribble through a press like this. We pass through it and then we attack it with the dribble. So you pass first, dribble second. Yeah. Good job, Will. We got through it. The ball landing's been worth it. So the ball one. Well, okay, Michael. He's one of my bugbears with you. Jack's done a good job. He's cut off the screen. Well, if you're going to cut the half court, cut the half court. Jack, you're running behind a guy instead of diving to that corner. Felix, you got to get where you go. Michael, that's got to go to either Felix or Jack. Anyway, we worked it out. Better defensive team than Felix are doing this stuff. You're lucky. Alright, now, Felix runs a good screen here, Michael. Have a look at it. That's a good screen. Jack's right now, if that pass is made, Jack has a wide open shot. So they're going. Again, why is Felix not getting that ball, Michael? We're over dribbling it. There's 2 cutters now open. Jack's open there. So this is not for a shot, just to get the offense started. Now Jack re-screens. Felix is open. Why is he not getting that ball? Felix is open. Give him the ball. Then you screen, then you move. There's another screen going on. So Jack and Felix done good. Good kill. Good. Bad luck, Jack. Bad luck, Jack. That's good offense. Mason, get back. Come on, Mace. Hello, transition defense, boys. We've got to get to that ball earlier. What are we running here? Good pass. Oh, nice. That's good. Get no structure and they're getting fast breaks. So, boys. For a quarter, we've run good for press breakers. We've run good transition. We've just thrown the rule book out the window. We've got up by 9. We're doing our own thing. And what that leads to, so Michael, you might say you broke that press. Good kill cut, Jack. We should have seen that. It's bad luck. It's a transition defense. So Felix, you're at the top. You've got to cover back here, not get up. We haven't got an in line. So the ball's loose. It's in the game. So that's not when we press. Right now we're looking to play safety. Right now we've got 5 guys running at the ball. Little wonder they get a layup. So right now, mate, you got to run to the ball. You're the closest one to it. Stop the ball. Instead, no stopping the ball. They're running a break, and away they go. Again, watch, Michael, you got to be passing this ball in, mate. You're the man I want cutting middle, not taking 4 guys on by itself. So right now, Michael, you got 4 guys to contend with. When you beat them, don't care. But these guys now going, what do we do? They have no idea where they should be. Felix is cut middle. He's not getting the ball. Felix should be getting that ball right now, just like you should have got it off Will before. All right, right now we're not running an offense. We're just running whoever can get it from the other end, one end to the other. Right now, Will's walking. I don't even know what Will's doing there. He should be sprinting. That should have been a lap. We can argue that worked, but we've gone outside our structure. We've got to stay in. Again, I'm yelling, stop the ball. No, I'm stopping the ball. Well done, Jackie. Got a box out, Will. that, Will. Let's see. So this is great defense by Jack. Well done, Jack. Stop the ball. Will, right now, ball's gone up, box this kid out. And then rebound. So he's jumped in here because we box out. We box him out on a fast break. We're on a press break to run long. And look at the attitude walking up. Just acknowledge it. We're going to get the submarine, everyone. Good beat, boys. Good answer. We finally got into that matchup zone. Put a bit of pressure on. Will, that change the pace, sometimes slow down. Drive deep and get a jump stop. No great pass. Good pass. Good shot. Bad luck. Come on, Ash. Oh, okay, Ash, this is where we panic a bit. It's a really good offensive ball. It's a good shot. But why dribble straight away? It's a good slash. Now here, you just got to be strong. Don't dribble that ball straight away. Look what's happened. These kids have come straight on you, doubled. Instead of now running offense, looking for a shot, you're getting stripped. You're trying to keep the ball. Like, you get a rebound, pump fake. Put the ball to the floor and see now you've got a lane. So you got double. Alright, something like that. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Don't know what happened there, boys. You guys got to sprint back. Come on, Will, get across. Push the ball. Let's see what happened. So you got through there, and then you picked up your dribble. You can't afford turnovers half court. You've got to be more aggressive there, Felix. Have another quick look at that. See, I think the dribble's right. Should be going. That's good. Change the pace, that's good. So there you go. It should be, if you can push that ball through the gap and get in there, that would have been a good option, but not there. But the worst thing you're doing here is picking up that dribble. Keep your dribble. Press break, or are you running it? No? There's no press breaker, boys. Oh. We've got to get across, boys. Fellas. If you stay calm, Felix, one, you shouldn't be passing the ball. Just leave the ball alone, go to your spot. You should be on the elbow. Jack should be on the elbow. That should be Will passing the ball. And guys, just because I've got Michael and Elliot out, we've got to be a better team than just have to be relying on those two all the time. That's unfair on them. Plus, you guys are more than capable. All right, you just got to think your way through a situation. We know we have to cross. We know we have to get the ball to the corner first. And then we keep doing this stuff. We skip it. So, Jack, your hands up in the air. You know people should be there. Who are you yelling at to get there? All right. So, Felix, that pass should be going to Jack anyway. He's in the corner. That's not a pass, no. Oh, and then let's watch again. It's okay. You made a mistake. We all do that. Then you make two mistakes. Sorry, Felix, you're getting this starting a bit. Alright, so what's your mistake after you pass the ball and you get your steal? Okay? So now you're frustrated because you lost it. What you should be doing is diving in and make sure he doesn't get a layup. What you do with your hands? Do you slide step that way? It's in his right hand. You take lateral movement, get out of that charge circle. Can you draw a charge or do you reach in? You reach in. Look at that. No footwork whatsoever. And he's now got a layup. Get your head up. Let's play. We'll have a timeout, I think. Thank God, boys. My voice is going here. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. Watching those magnificent Tigers beat Exeter. Okay, I don't know what we're doing here again. We're just trying to do it all 1 and 2. It worked, but they're passing cut middle boys every time against the press. Alright, so, alright, we beat them in transition. We've got to learn how to go from transition into a half court. So right now, see how I've said settle now? We should be balancing out, go through a few cuts, a few screens, work a good shot, not panic. So we've got to pass. The Michael, you should be looking at Jack, you should be looking at Mace, there's a down screen happening here, so there's probably a good option there. Alright, we're busy shot faking here. There's a guy right now, this guy's coming off, he's going to be open. This is a straight coming out. This is Will rolling. Nothing really is happening that side, but good stuff is happening this side. If there's not a pass made here, we're not seeing it. And there's no pass not being made. Pass not being made. He's got a shot. Asher's got a roll. I think that's Jack going back door. Wide open. So taking on now, after having an open shooter, 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Let's see what happens. So we missed an open shooter to get no shot. So again, Elliott's moving off the ball really well. Asher's got to move here. Right, that's looking like a good cut there. That's a sort of a nothing cut. So right now, Asher's going through. Michael, you could be coming here with Jack, for example, and yelling double screen. Getting Ash coming off that. Getting some space. Mason, is this a triple threat? Is the ball just above your head? You've got to get into this triple step threat with a jab and a shot fake. That is not a shot fake. That is not a jab step. That is not a triple threat. Good pass. Good read, mates. Got to finish that, Ash. That's actually pretty good read, mates. Let's have a look at that ball. Oh, no, way to recognise it. Sorry, guys, I've got to go a bit further back. I still want that triple threat done, mates, but good read, good pass. Actually, we've got to finish that. That's good high. That's what we call a high-low, boys. So Ash is going low post. That's a really good cut, actually, Ash. All right, Mace, that's good recognition of the cut. We should be getting a lot more of those, that high-low. That should be an easy shot, Ash. I don't want to hit that, mate. Bread and butter. You don't want to be missing those sorts of shots. Sorry, boys, this gives me a chance to talk. Also, I've got the sniffles a bit as you can hear, so just whip away. Alright, Ash, this is why you got to hit the shot, I think. Oh, okay, Mace, right? See ball, get ball. Sorry, boys. See ball, get ball. Comes out of your hand. So, Mace, you're in there. Rebound. Why we're not rebounding that, I'll never know. Not long to go now, boys. Again, boys, there's no press break here. This is really where I'm getting a bit frustrated again. Michael, one pass there to Elliott, we're away. You know, again, I'm going to go through this again. So they're getting a shot here. Boys, when we run our press breaker, we smashed it in the third quarter. When we run it right, we smashed it. When we're not running it, they're making a charge at us. So, Elliot, you've got to, again, this is, your hustle's good. Some of your stuff's good. Let everyone set up a play. There should be two guys on elbow. There should be a cross. So, right now, it should be catch and hold. Let everyone cut, move, get. Ash is looking at me. He's not even looking at it. We've got no one in the middle of the press to pass to. If you catch and hold, we've either got to pass middle or then we can dribble. Instead, we put the ball straight away. We're not looking at options. We're doing our own thing. This is not our offense. This is not what we're trying to do. All right. I would rather, Michael, you having the ball behind these two and then dribbling than trying to take on four. You're going to be far more effective. We're going to get better results. And right now, we're taking on three. And we're dribbling to a trapping area. A good defensive team have got you. You're just in all sorts of trouble there right now. You're getting away against these guys because you're better than them individually, but that's it. All right. If we got that to Elliot, we got a fast break. All right. Just like Elliot should get it to you when you're middle, or whoever else. Michael, that just looks like you want to take on the whole team by yourself. That is not the way we play. We're trying to go coast to coast here. 1, 2, 3. Let's just think it might work. 4. There's 5 defenders which is taking on. Guys are open. Now I'm just going to reinforce this. Even when we start dribbling. Now he's done the right thing. He's going to cut middle. He's there right now. A good pass here. Alright. We get a good pass. That's 1 and 3. That means behind here we're 4 on 1. We get a pass there. We've nearly got a certain layup. Jack's open. Should be getting the ball. Jack's wide open. Give him the ball. Mason is pretty open. Some people, you've got to pass this off, Mike. So we've had open player, open player, open player, and even you could argue Ash is open. Guys are open, we're not giving them the ball. Sorry, boys, this is stopping and starting a bit. Pass, screen, Michael, screen. Again, you know, we got team rules for a reason. It's a good pass, you've done the job, now you've got to be screening. Come here and set a screen on Mason, you dive low block, you pop out. It's a pass. Let's have a look at Will. What's Will doing? Will's screening. We're not even looking at him. Jack's coming off a screen wide open. Jack is now open off a screen. Will, if he rolls, will be wide open. I think you did say you looked at this, but you're not jabbing at it. Jack should be getting that ball there. All right, Jackie's open. He gets the ball. Elliot's coming off a screen open. Good screen, mate. Yeah. Didn't stop at the shoulder though, Elliot. Jack's probably the more open one here. And Mace, if you'd rolled middle there, you're wide open. Michael, I'm upset there because it was Jack Giblin wide open and we're not passing him the ball. Alright. And Jackie, we've got to get a bit more of a hustle back there. So now I'm yelling match up. We've got to find a player here because we're down, if you remember. Mace, this is where you don't find a player. I mean, Michael's on him. Surely we can see that. Jack Giblin, we've got to find a player because we're behind here. Man, Mason, this is ridiculous. You've left. There's a kid here. You just got to look around, and he's wide open. Lucky he missed. He doesn't miss the next one. Got a break. That's good. So they need to press break. Good, Elliot. Good settle. Good drive. Good boy. Good lead. Come on, Jack Giblin. Oh, don't go for that cheap steal, Will. So, Will, if you're going to go for that steal, you've got to be able to get it. That's an ankle break in there, by the way, Elliot. Good play that. So we're doing everything as a team. By extending for this steal, if you can't get it, you just give this guy this lane. Remember, we want you getting this space and turning in middle so a guy like Elliot or even Michael can rotate and trap. So right now you've got no chance of getting to this space here because you've overplayed it. Had you got here, Elliot's going to be in a stance to trap. We've got to understand the concepts of it. And that is a foul. You put two hands on him, that's a hand shot. Elliot, you can have a look at the drive. Good change of pace. Good read. So you're getting hands in there. You're overextending there, Will. Oh, sorry, boys. The last two plays aren't on this, boys, because I think we run out of memory space. Won't happen next time. I've got a new memory disk in there. I think we've got enough on here anyway. We'll get these last two bits in. So it's supposed to match, Mike. You need to pressure up there. Elliot, you need to get the split. This is this weak side defence. You hustle on the ball, one pass away is good. Jack Gillen, that's potentially, if he dribbles one dribble to his left towards that sideline, that's a trapping area. Again, not much of a stance there. Will definitely not a stance. Your left foot should be up to 9. Mason, no stance. How many times are we saying this? All right? You've got to start making this a priority. Now, I don't know what we're doing here. We're supposed to be manning up. Michael, we're a no one there. All right? So, you know, so far, someone's wide open. We're in a matchup zone, are we? You know, who wouldn't run? Pressure. Again, where we're going, that steal. Good boy. I'd rather a trap there, though. Recognising trapping areas. Again, we've extended, which has led you stepping out of bounds. We're overextended. Last bit, boys. We're nearly there. Oh, I've got the sniffers coming on something. Mate, that's where you got confused going through. Got to know where you are. Anyway, that's, I think, it, boys. There you go. So there's a number of areas we've got to work on. The press breaker would be a start. I'm going to go through the video again tomorrow. I'm going to count up how many points they got off that press. All right? And that becomes a lot because we're just not following rules and structure, guys. We've got to follow rules and structure all the way through. One really good quarter, one okay quarter, two pretty poor quarters. We only won the one quarter. We drew another one and we lost the other two. So, it's an area to address. So 50 points was our highest score of the season. 50 points was the most points we gave away of the season. All right. So there's a lot of things, and we got to work out our half court, guys. When guys are setting screens, how to read it, how to jab at it, how to see it. Again, I'll go through the tape. I'm going to count out how many times we came off a screen and got a score, and I'm going to count up how many times we ignored players off a screen, just didn't see them. Now, we're either choosing not to see them or we just don't have in our heads what we should be doing when we're catching the ball. So these are going to be pretty big things I'm going to focus on in the next month. I'll write a summary of this as well. So we'll try and do this once every 2-3 weeks. There's a lot of teaching points on this. If you can go through those teaching points and learn what we're doing and improve it, it can only help you. Get to training. Let's work it out. Let's try and get it better every single week. Remember, boys, it's not where we are now. It's where we are. Well, I did say 6 months. It's probably more like 3 to 4 months now. So we're running out of time. So we certainly know all this stuff. We're just not doing it in a game situation. Once we do it in a game situation, we're away. All right? All right, boys. Make sure you go through all this. Make sure you understand it. If you don't understand all of it, go through it twice. And in a few weeks, we'll do another one. Hopefully this can help us. See ya. Good night. And if I've done that without doing the screen, I have got it. Sorry, boys, I might have to edit this at the end. Hopefully I can do that. Oh, okay, stop.